triangle.
Yeah.
And we talked about how the sum of the angles, X, Y, and Z, X plus Y plus Z, it equals 180. And then I went to a square. Okay, and if I just label the angles again, the sum of all the angles, X plus Y plus Z plus W, was 360. And then I did this for a pentagon. Which has 5 sides and 5 angles, X, Y, Z, W, V, and the sum X plus Y plus Z plus W plus V is 540. And there's a pattern, okay? There's a pattern. Notice that it goes up by 180 each time. Do you remember us working through that last time?
Yeah. Okay.
Excellent. So we then went to a formula. Okay. So the formula was the sum of the interior angles. Okay. The sum of the interior angles.
Okay.
Okay. The sum of the interior angles is N. Sorry, let me back up here. It's 180 times N minus 2, where N is the number of sides.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do an example here. Let's say I tell you there's a hexagon. Okay, how many sides does a hexagon have? How many sides does a hexagon have? You remember from last time?
Yeah. How many sides does a hexagon have? Yeah, 7 sides.
That's a septagon. A hexagon has one less. It has 6 sides.
Oh yeah, I was so close. I'm sorry about that.
That's no problem. So N is 6. So when we write this formula, instead of N, we're going to write 6. See that? Instead of the N, I'm going to put a 6 there.
Yeah.
You're going to subtract first 6 minus 2. What is 6 minus 2, Sourish?
6 minus 2 is 4.
4, and 180 times 4 is 720.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd mentioned just there's all these different names. There's septagon, there's octagon, and then after 10 sides, do you remember what the convention is after 10 sides? If it, let's say it has 15 sides, what would you call that? Do you remember?
If it has 15 sides,
Yeah.
what will be called? What shape?
Yes. With 15 sides is called a what? Do you recall?
No.
It's called a 15-gon.
15-gon? What's that?
Yes. So anything with more than 10 sides, they start using the numbers. So let's say it's a polygon with 24 sides is called a 24-gon.
Okay.
So rather than giving it a name, rather than calling like a hexagon or a septagon or a dodecagon or a nonagon, whatever you've got there, you can just call it a 24-gon or a 15-gon or however many sides it has. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's back up a little bit. Okay. So a triangle has some 180 degrees. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
And a triangle has 3 sides. So I want you to use the formula. Sum equals 180 times n minus 2. Okay. I want you to put 3 in for n, and I want you to confirm
3
that.
minus 2 is 1, and 180 times 1 is 180.
Perfect. Okay. So that's the sum of the triangle. Now, for what is called a regular polygon, we're going to start talking about those. A regular polygon, the word regular means that all sides and all angles are equal.
Yeah.
So that one word means that all sides and all angles are equal. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
if all the sides are equal, we call this an equilateral triangle. Okay. But there's no special names when you go beyond a certain number of sides. Okay.
Okay.
Since they all have the same angle measure, since they all have the same angle, how many angles are in a triangle?
How many? Three.
3. You can take the sum and divide it by the number of sides,
And that will equal 60.
and 60 degrees. Yeah. Okay, so let's do
So
this.
wait, so for n-2, we don't 3. So we don't put so no 3 - 2.
We've already done that. We've already done that. You first find the sum, and then you divide by the number of sides.
Okay.
So we're gonna do this for another one. What is this shape that I've drawn here? What would you most commonly call that? All the sides are the same.
That's a square.
It's a square. Okay. How many sides does it have?
4.
4. So I want you to find the sum.
90 degree angle.
Let's work through the formula though and see why.
Okay.
180, 4 minus 2. Okay. 4
Mhm.
minus 2 is
2.
180 times 2 is
360.
360. Okay. Now to find an angle, so I'm going to use the letter X for the angle. To find the angle, you take the sum and you divide by the number of sides. What is the sum?
360.
And how many sides is it?
How many sides?
How many sides?
4.
4. And so that is
90.
like you said, okay. But here, in a triangle, we're going to go up to a triangle. Triangle, you already know this. You've seen this before. We've done a bunch of
Okay.
examples. Square, kind of the same deal. They're all 90-degree angles. Do you remember me using this symbol before?
That is the x squared.
The 90-degree. It's the right angle symbol.
Yeah, 90 degree angle.
Okay. Now we're going to do it for a pentagon.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is where it's harder, because do you know of any pentagons in
The
real life?
Pentagon has 5 sides.
Right. Do you know of any Pentagon buildings in our country?
Any Pentagon? Yes, yeah. The Pentagon from Washington, D.C.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's actually perfect. So this is a regular pentagon. How many sides does it have?
5.
Okay. So I want you to find the sum. 180 n minus 2. Find the sum for me, please.
Okay.
How are you doing on this,
Yeah,
Sourish?
I'm just thinking. I'm just remembering the problem. 108.
Okay, you went way past where I wanted you to go, but that's fantastic. Yes, it's 108 degrees here.
You
for each
okay?
of it. Well, I've got the worst sinus headache you can imagine. So the sum here is 180. 5 minus 2, which is 3. The sum is 540. So each angle is the sum divided by the number of sides. 540 divided by 5 is 108 degrees. Perfect. Okay, let's do it for a hexagon. Do you know of any hexagons in nature or in society that we see?
Okay. For the hexagon, so there was 6 sides.
Yeah, but where have you seen a hexagon?
Yeah.
It's okay if you want to do a quick Google search, but where might you see a hexagon?
You can see the hexagon. I don't, is it from the stop sign? Maybe the stop sign is an
That,
octagon.
that's the octagon, yeah. How about you seen any nuts that go on bolts? You know, they're threaded on the inside.
Wait a minute, what about the flowers?
Flowers, absolutely, like bees, a honeycomb.
Yeah, honeycomb.
You seen any other examples of hexagons in real life that you can think of? Do you ever play soccer?
I used to, but not anymore.
Do you remember what a soccer ball looks like?
Yeah. It's a soccer ball is like it's like a ball that it looks like it has both black and white dots.
So they're not dots. Can you do a quick search for a soccer ball Google image?
Yeah. I already know what a soccer ball looks like.
But what will you see? What shape is it?
Oh, the black sides, I see that it's a it's a pentagon.
It's a hexagon. Hexagon. Sometimes snowflakes, which we
Oh,
don't get
wait,
very.
okay.
Sometimes we don't, and we don't get snow hardly ever, but snow is sometimes in the shape of a hexagon. So, okay. So what I want you to do is find the sum using that formula, 180 n minus 2. And then I want you to find the angle as well.
Angle as well.
Yes.
Got it. It's okay. So yeah, it's the total answer is 120. Wait,
So each angle is 120. That's right. The sum is 180 times 6 minus
yeah,
2,
that's 720.
720. And each angle is the sum divided by n, which is 720 divided by 120. I'm sorry, divided by 6, which is 120. Okay, so we're going to summarize here in a little table. I want to see if you can see. So we're going to go with the polygon, number of sides, the sum, and then the interior angle. Okay.
Okay.
And then we're going to add one more little thing to this in a moment. So for a triangle, it has three sides. Its sum is 180, and each interior angle is 60.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to go back up. I want you to see that here. That's this one here. Okay.
Okay.
For a square, the sum is 360. Number of sides is 4, and each angle is 90. Let's go look at that. So for a square, 4 sides, 360, and each side is 90. How
Yeah.
about for a pentagon? Do you remember the numbers from a pentagon? It's 5 sides. What was the sum? 540. And then do you remember the interior angle?
Your interior angle.
Yes. Let's go back and look. Let's go back up and look at a pentagon here. Here's our pentagon. What was the interior angle?
The interior angle was on 108.
108. Good. Okay. And then we did a hexagon. 6 sides, 720, and 120 for the interior angle. All right. And so let's do an octagon here. So an octagon has 8 sides. It's 1080, and 1080 divided by 8, I believe, is a nice number. Let me grab a calculator. Well, I don't have a calculator handy. Use the is 135 degrees. And I might as well do it for a heptagon. 7 sides. What do we got here? 900, and 900 divided by 7, I don't think is a nice number. That's why I didn't do this one. It's approximately 128.57. So what do you notice about the numbers in this column, Sourish? What's one, could you tell me one thing about those numbers, please?
Yeah. So for this, for the sum, okay. So do I have to ask for the int?
Yeah, I'm asking you to look at this column and tell me something about it.
Yeah. Okay. So for what this does and what this
What pattern do you see? That's what I'm asking you. So what's the
yeah, the
pattern?
1690 1690 degrees they're like this 108 120. Yeah.
I need you to, what do you notice about the numbers? Anything, does anything call out to you?
The 60-degree angle.
Okay, let's just say these were temperatures for a moment. What would you notice about the temperatures? Like this is on Monday, and then Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and then Thursday, and then Friday, and then Saturday.
It will be 108.
Right, but what do you notice about the temperatures?
Well, the temperatures are based upon the weather.
I understand. Okay, let's try a different analogy. Let's say these were high scores each time you played the video game. The first time you played the video game, you got a score 60, then a 90, then a 108, and so on. What do you notice about your score?
For my score.
Okay, do these numbers go up or down?
These go down.
So 135 is less than 60.
No, 60 is less than
So do
135.
the numbers go up or down? Do they
They
increase
go
or
up.
they increase? Fantastic. Okay, that's why I thought maybe the temperature. I mean, imagine a day in Tucson of 60 degrees all the way up to 135 degrees. It'd be really hot. Okay, so the interior angle, interestingly, is increasing. Okay. All right, now let's go back. We're going to next look at what's called the exterior angle in a triangle or in a polygon. So here's a triangle. Okay, and we already talked about the fact that this 60 degrees this is 60 degrees, and this is 60 degrees, okay?
Yeah.
So watch this. If I draw this right here, this is now a straight line. Do you remember what the degree measure is in a straight angle? We covered this a couple of lessons ago.
Okay. So for the 60-degree angle, they are
What is
so
a straight angle? What is the
measure
yeah, what's the measure of a straight angle? Straight line.
straight line. Okay, straight line.
Do
Okay.
you remember that from before?
Yeah, the straight line is where it goes straight. It's like 180 degrees.
Yes. So if this whole thing is 180, then this is 120. This angle right here. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now watch this. If I go, let's go down. Okay. Do you see how this would also be 120 degrees because that's 60?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then if we do one more, this would also be 120 degrees.
Okay.
So what is 120 degrees plus 120 degrees plus 120 degrees?
That's 120 degree. Okay. That is going to be 360.
360. Very good. Okay. Now let's go look at a square. Okay. Here's a square. And we already did this. This is 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees. And this is 90 degrees. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What is this angle measure down here on the lower right? It's a straight line. This
Yeah.
is 90. So what does this have to be? Because they both have to add up to 180.
Okay. Okay. 90 degrees, that adds up to 180, right?
Yes.
It's 90.
It's 90. How about this one over here?
Again, 90.
Okay. And how about up here?
90.
Okay. And how about this one up here?
And the same one too,
Okay.
90.
So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 exterior angles. And it's 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90. What does that add up to?
– 360.
Very good. Okay. Now let's do a pentagon.
The Pentagon. Okay.
108, 108, 108, 108, 108. Okay.
What adds up to 180, right?
Well, the exterior angle does. So like, what is this angle right here that I'm drawing?
180.
Well, the sum has to be 180, but that's 108.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So what is this angle right here? What number goes here such that when you add it to 108, you get 180?
$72.
72. Very good. And then if we were to do this one here, what would that be?
72.
How about this one down here?
72.
Okay. So how many 72s do I have?
5.
And what do they add up to?
I'm thinking. I'm just trying to think.
Take your time.
Yep, thank you. $360.
Yes. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go back to our table here. Okay. And the exterior angle, which is interestingly here, the exterior angle for each of these, we've actually done some of these.
Okay.
45. And then this one is 51.43. So the interior and the exterior angles, what do they add up to? What do these add up to each time? We just did this a bunch.
What
is
does it
60?
add up to each time? They
What is
add up
60?
to
What is 60 plus 120?
60 plus 120.
Yes.
That is 180.
And what is 90 plus 90?
180.
And what is 108 plus 72?
180 plus 72.
108 plus 72.
180.
Very good. Okay. Now we also added up the sum of the exterior angles. Okay. So let's go back to a triangle to look at it. The triangle had 3 exterior angles. What did it add up to?
360.
360. The square had 4 exterior angles. What did it add up to?
360.
Okay. Are you seeing a pattern?
Yep.
The Pentagon had 5 exterior angles.
Okay.
So this is very interesting. Okay, from a geometry perspective. So there's 4 formulas, kind of 4 formulas that you need to know. Okay, so we're gonna summarize them here. Sum of interior angles. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sum of the interior angles. All right. The sum is 180 and minus 2. The interior angle is the sum divided by the number of sides.
Okay.
The sum of the exterior angles, okay, we'll call that E, is always 360. Always. Always. Isn't that nice when something is always true?
Yeah, yeah. So 360, you just add the ones that are INT and then
a single exterior angle, okay, there's actually 2 ways to get it. You get it by taking the exterior angle, so I'll call it Y, and dividing it by N. Okay, or you can actually do 180 minus X. Okay, so this is kind of like a summary of all the stuff we just did. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
So we got some time left. Let's just do some review on some stuff. All right. So first thing I want us to review is solving 2-step equations. Okay. 3x minus 5 equals 25.
Okay.
2-step equations, right? So I want you to try solving this one. Remember, there's 2 steps. You first undo addition or subtraction, then you undo multiplication or division.
Okay. So what you need to do is that for 5, you should add 5
Okay.
plus
Add 5 to both sides.
5 plus 3.
No, you're adding 5 to both sides of the equation.
Oh, sorry. Okay, and that is 30. And
Okay.
3, you should divide by 30. That will equal
By
10.
3, not 30. Very good. Okay, let's try another one here. 4 minus 2x equals 12.
Okay.
Okay, so again,
Yeah.
this is a 2-step equation, slightly different, slightly more difficult.
You want to scroll up? Okay, 2x you should divide.
Nope, you have to undo addition and subtraction first. You have to undo the number. This is positive 4.
Okay, so first you have to do undo and subtraction, then multiplication and division.
That's right.
Okay,
So
4, you should add
it's
4.
already positive. So how do you undo positive 4?
Subtract.
Subtract 4 from both sides. This negative goes with the 2. So it's negative 2x equals, what is 12 minus 4?
8.
Okay.
And then for negative 2x, you should divide
Both sides by,
both sides by 2.
it's not 2 though. What's in front of x?
8.
It's not 8. What's in front of 2? What's in front of x? What does this horizontal line mean?
Negative
Okay, so what's the number in front of x?
2.
No, it's more.
Negative 2.
Negative 2. So what do you divide both sides by?
Negative 2.
Negative 2. So what does x equal?
That equals negative 4.
Perfect. All right, let's do at least another one here. Let's go 5 minus x equals 6. You try solving that one on your own, please.
Okay, for 5, you should add.
It's already positive.
Yeah, wait, did I get it right?
Well, it's already positive. So how do you undo addition?
Subtraction.
Subtract 5 from both sides.
Yeah, and that equals 1.
So it's negative x equals 1. This is really negative 1x. What do you divide both sides by to get x by itself?
1.
There's more than 1 in front of x. What's in front of x? What is this horizontal line?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. So what do you divide both sides by?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. So x equals?
Negative 1.
Perfect. Perfect. Hey, is your dad around tonight?
Dad? Okay, he's there. He's there.
Okay. Is he available to talk to, or?
Yeah, he is coming.
Oh, great. Great job today, Sourish.
What, we're done for today?
Yeah, the lessons are a little shorter, and I figured your dad wanted to talk. We haven't talked in a while, just to see how things are going.
Yeah. He wants to talk. How are you doing?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, Dr. Kithari. How are you?
Good. Are you feeling better?
No, it's lingering. Went to urgent care twice. Just can't beat this thing. So, but it will get better.
Okay.
enough. Fluids and
Yeah.
I think it'll get better. But so Sourish is doing great. I'm really pleased. I'm really glad you were willing to do this over the summer. I don't know if he's making improvements in any other areas, but his maturity with me has just improved quite a bit, and we're tackling a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the upcoming school year with him?
Yeah, I think we'll continue the same thing with you. Evening, whatever, 7 to
Sure.
7 o'clock is okay.
Yeah, but like, are you feeling good about him going into the school year? I mean, you know, what are your, I mean, I mean, he should show some improvement, I would think.
Right.
If
Yeah,
now's not
you
the
know,
time, that's okay. We don't have to do it now either, but
yeah, because I don't know. I mean, you know, whatever the feedback that you are giving, you know, so I think you're doing 10th grade stuff, right?
yes. Now, geometry at Catalina Foothills is perhaps the worst taught in anywhere in Tucson that I've seen. And I'm
Oh,
sorry that is the case.
okay.
What?
Apparently at the honors level, it's better, but they use a pretty antiquated textbook and the support is just not great.
Okay.
Wait,
So
wait, what?
do you know who he's getting as a teacher? And I know if it's possible,
We
maybe just,
don't know yet. We don't
okay.
know. I think, you know, they're going to
What is going on? What happened?
the teacher for math next year, 10th grade. So, you know,
happened in geometry? What happened?
that's it. I think, you know, Shauri sometimes, you know, you know, sometimes he may misunderstands
Yeah.
information, but you know, whatever, I think you are there to help him.
Oh, absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
You know,
But just, you know, if it's at all possible, you know, get that information about the teacher, you know, talk to him, you know, as soon as possible, find out how he's going to teach the class or she's going to teach the class. And, you know, that will all help. So,
yeah, sure. I think we still have some time. Hopefully, you know, they
absolutely.
might
Yeah.
send all the information by next week or so, you know. So he's he's doing you know, good with you, and even with the English teacher he's doing improvement. He's doing good. Yeah, we need to continue the same thing in summer, once the school starts.
Yes.
And then take it from there.
School start, Dad?
8th, right? Yeah.
Yeah. A couple weeks and then,
Yeah.
you know, it comes really fast and then,
Yeah, I
you know,
know.
start getting homework and then they get, you know, their first test in early September and it's just, you know, you get going. Okay, well, that was all I kind of had. I just wanted to dialogue with you if anything was needed. But we'll pick up on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think no,
I'm sorry,
Thursday, right?
Thursday. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
forgetting what day it is. Thursday
Sorry,
at 2 p.m.
Thursday. Yeah.
And we'll just keep moving on some geometry stuff. So,
Okay.
all right. Well, thank you for
Only
your time.
geometry or anything else in math in 10th grade? Mainly geometry.
Geometry is the main thing taught in Tucson in 10th grade, but of course, students could take it at any age.
A very good subject.
Yeah. Okay.
We've been covering a lot of the topics that he's going to see, but it depends on how the teachers, you know, they have their own authority in the classroom to do it how they want. So we'll go with whatever they go with.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right then.
All
yeah.
right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
On Thursday. Yeah.
See you soon.
Same time. Thursday. What time? 7.
It's 2 p.m. early in the
2
afternoon.
p.m. Okay.
Yep.
Thursday 2 p.m. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Bye. You're welcome. Bye.
During school day 7?
7. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay then. Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.
You're welcome. Bye.